Hello everyone, this is Mohammad Firdaus. Welcome to Lifting Engineer classes. So today I would like to discuss about lifting engineer, the person who wants to work in Adnoc under the Adnoc in UAE. So what will be the question in interview will be asked? These are the very important questions like lifting fundamentals. So I would like to discuss lifting fundamentals, lifting plan and procedures, roles and responsibilities, equipment and safety, load calculations and factors, rigging and slinging, technical concepts and calculations. So I have all the important questions. I prepared the questions. I have PDF if anyone wants. So I can share you, comment me in my video section. So I will prepare the short video about every question and answer. So first I would like to discuss only questions. So answer will be discussions in the short video. Okay, in the lifting fundamentals, like what are the UAE and international standards and laws relating to lifting. So I would like to discuss about this. So I will discuss of this answer in the short video. So I will only discuss questions. And what is the OSHA standard for lifting? How is lifting equipment classified? What are the types of lifting? Provide examples and explain categorization criteria. What is the difference between onshore, offshore and inshore lifting operation? What is blind lift and which category does it fall under and why? What is tandem lift? What is side boom versus crawler roller cradle in pipeline lifting? These are the lifting fundamentals. Okay, I would like to discuss about a lifting plan and procedure. So what are the required details of lifting plan? Okay, what details are needed to prepare a lifting plan? What are the 10 questions that must be discussed before lifting? Why are they important? As a point of person, if site conditions changes and require lifting plan modifications, will you stop the work or proceed? Justify your decision. This kind of questions generally asked in Adnoc interview. Okay. What is the previous project experience in the lifting context? If you have experience generally in the lifting categories and lifting department, so you need to experience of minimum 5 years of experience in oil and gas field. So they will generally ask you in the interview session. So you have to be prepared of your previous work experience. And roles and responsibilities, like what are the responsibilities and roles of the appointed person? Introduce yourself and explain your experience related to lifting operation. These are the important questions. In the starting, when you went to Adnoc interview, they will ask you introduce yourself and explain your experience related to lifting operation. So be prepared yourself. Okay. Equipment and safety. So what safety devices are used in crane? You have to remember all the safety devices. And what are the crane safety indicators? So you have to know what is the crane safety indicators. You have to know about the crane. What is cargo carrying unit? Provide examples and explain inspection method, proof flow test, visual inspection, NDT, all these things. What is the service life of the equipment? This is also important. These are asking in the interview. What is color coding used in lifting equipment? What are the webbing colors and their capacity rating? What is the minimum clearance distance from power lines? So this is important if you are working under the OHL. So you have to know the distance, minimum distance, recommended distance to work under the power line. Loading calculations. Now what is the SWL, safe working load, WLL, working load limit? What is the difference? What is the difference between them? What are the safety factors or belt, shackles, wire rope, chain sling? What do you mean? What do they mean? What is the factor of safety in complex lifting plan? Okay. What is the consequence factor for lift beam? Example, splitter bar. How much safety factor you will apply? What is the DAF? It means dynamic amplification factor. How much you will apply in calculation? What is the mode of factor lifting? How is it calculated? What is the lag tension in multi-leg slings? Okay. What do you calculate to require belt capacity for a tandem lift? How do you calculate load distributions for each crane in tailing lift? What is the number of falls in hook? What is used? What are the advantages and disadvantages? Okay. What is free fall in lifting operation? So this is the basis on the load calculations and factors. And now I would like to discuss rigging and slinging. What are the types of hitches? You have to know all the hitches like vertical, choker, basket, bridle, and how much capacity is decreases of the belt in this. What are the mode factors value of different hitches? So you have to remember the mode factor. And what is the master link? Okay, now come to the last point, technical concept and calculations. How do you perform center of gravity calculations using 3-box example? Okay, explain the following lifting factors like definitions values, yaw factor, tilt factor, contingency factor, COG shift factor, skew load factor. Okay, what is the ground bearing pressure? How is it calculated? What is the ground bearing pressure and how is it calculated? Very important for lifting plan. What is site ultimate bearing pressure? How does it differ from ground bearing pressure? It is also important. How do you calculate the size of an outrigger pad? So these are the important questions for Adnoc interview. If you want to work in Adnoc, under the Adnoc in UAE, and want to be a appointed person or lifting engineer, so you have to solve all the questions. And which questions you want answers, let me know. I will prepare short video. Okay, thank you so much.